Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are in St. Louis Park at the Haben Recreational Center on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, bringing you girls varsity volleyball, featuring the home Red Knights against the Chaska Hawks in this Metro West Conference matchup. I'm Robert Christensen, and we're glad you're with us. We are streaming live on YouTube, so you can check us out there now and in the future. And we are about to begin here. Benilde-St. Margaret's in their white jerseys. They're starting out on the left side of your screen, and the visiting Chaska Hawks are in the dark uniforms on your right. And the officials are about in place, and we're about to begin here. Benilde-St. Margaret's comes in with a 5-4 record, and Chaska comes in at 4-7. Both teams are trailing Metro West leader St. Louis Park, which has started the year at 7-0, and we're about to begin. And back to lead it off, serving for the Hawks, is Anna Doolittle, a senior. She gets it in, and there is Sarah Luong right away. The senior captain delivers the first point on a kill shot, and it's 1-0 Red Knights. And now back to serve for the Red Knights is the senior Haley Hewitson. Will lead it off. Best of 5 match. And we got a whistle and a violation against the Hawks, so that results in the second point to the Red Knights, and Hewitson will get another shot at it here, trying to extend the lead 3-0 right off the bat. Hewitson gets it in. Spike attempt by number 10 for the Hawks. Ella Christ delivers the kill shot for the Hawks. But there was a violation, and now it is 3-0, and Hewitson will go for her third consecutive point. Must have been a net violation there on the Hawks. Hewitson, her third one in. Nice save there by number 3, Demi Mills. Now the Hawks will get a chance. And that kill shot nicely blocked by Hewitson, who came on the left side. And then the spike attempt by number 9, Alexis Brixius, is blocked at the net, and that is a point for the Hawks, and they win the serve. There's Brixius, and look at those two in the front lines. Number 9 in there, that was Hannah Thompson, the junior, getting her hand on it and directing it right down onto the floor. So the Hawks now finally on the board. And back to serve is number 1, Peyton Oswith. She is a junior, designated server, and she's a lefty. Hewitson handles that very well. Now a chance for Brixius, and her kill shot attempt goes long. So Hawks draw within 1, 3-2 here. If you're just joining us, this is game 1 of a best of 5 Metro West girls varsity matchup. Chaska versus Benilde. Oseth to serve a second time to try to tie it up. There's a nice set by Demi Mills, and Long delivers another point. Nice job there by the senior captain. Watch the replay here. Nice set by Mills, and Long just delivers a powerful shot and then gets the second, almost like a basketball rebound shot there for her to come right back up there. Excellent skill there by Luong. Staying with it. There's Luong now, the set to Hewitson, now to the near side, and the spike attempt by 17, Josie King, gets blocked, and ball remains alive. Hawks now with a chance on the near side, kill shot. Luong blocks it, and there was a whistle. That might have been an illegal hit by her. I'm not sure where, if it hit her on the shoulder. That might have been it. I caught it there a little late. I thought she got it with her hand. Well, that was earlier in the point. Oh, they did blow it dead there. So a violation there on the Red Knights. Now they have a chance. Brixius delivers the kill shot. Nice job by her. The set wasn't perfect, but she was able to move to the left and maybe didn't get everything on it, but just, you could see she was going a little bit to her left, but nice job there. Actually, that was a great set. Nice job. Look at the joy out of Alexis Brixius. Great feeling there to get a kill shot. All right, now back to serve, Josie King. Also a junior, and a chance, and that set was a little off, and Long comes up to save it for the Red Knights. Nice job keeping it alive when it looked bad. But now number 7, Mallory Heyer, gets the kill shot for the Hawks. Look at Long come in and save that. Unfortunately, it led to that. And the kill shot. And we're at 5-4, very competitive here early on. While their records are somewhat different, they really are somewhat the same. And that serve goes into the net, unforced error. And that's a key category I'm starting to learn by observing all these volleyball games, is the serve. You want to get that serve in. Unforced errors, you want to keep them to a minimum. Now back to serve is Haley Hewlettson. Or excuse me, that was Alexis Brixius serving, number 9. Ball still alive, now Luong, she'll just get it deep. That's what you want to do in those situations, but it sets up that kill shot, blocked at the net. Number 28, Emma Beerson. Nice job, but unable to get that rebound shot. So Hawks now starting to play a lot better. 6-5 to score, and back to serve for Chaska is Mallory Heyer, the sophomore outside hitter. There she is. And she gets that serve in. Hewlettson with the bump, Luong, and a little off, intended for Lexi Borgelt. Hawks answer again, and now they are on a roll here, scoring the last several points and tying it up at 6. And here's a nice set there by Polk. And the kill shot by number 6, Anna Doolittle, the senior. Nice job. Benilde looking to, and they do it with Emma Beerson. Finally ends the drought of scoring for Benilde, and now they're up 7-6. Substitutions coming in, and to serve, that's number 1, Molly Voss, sophomore, coming in to serve. She looks very serious, as she should. It's a conference matchup, you gotta win those. And nice shot by number 10, Ella Christ. From way back too, and boy, is that a nice shot. She bends it in there right in the corner. Almost indefensible, actually, the way that ball came in, rounding down like that. Very good shot, keep an eye on her, that was excellent. Served now by number 4, Lexi Nicholas. And there's a kill shot attempt by number 10, Luong. And the block by Luong, and it goes out of bounds. Luong gets another point, and everything goes through Sarah Luong on this team. She's the captain. She can do everything. Set, bump, kill shots, direct people around. And now back to serve is number 3, Demi Mills, the junior. Up 1 point, 8-7. And nice serve by her, very, very efficient. And Luong saves that ball. What body control at the net by her. And that shot was in, but there's a violation against the Hawks as they look up with curiosity. They're still looking up there. I don't think they understood what that was for. I don't know if I do either. But now it's 9-7, and they have a 2-point lead, and it's Demi Mills. Another good serve. And the kill attempt by 10 again, Christ. Now to the far side, kill shot by number 7, Lily Eigner, just a freshman, a 9th grader out there, making her presence felt right here. Look at that, behind the back pass though by number 5, Haley Hewlettson. That was the story there, just as much as the kill shot. Glad I caught that, that was incredible. She had that set really high, over her head, behind the back pass. All right, now the shot is in, or the serve was, by Mills, or Voss, I should say, and another point for Voss and the Red Knights as they open up a 4-point lead, their largest of game 1. Now Mills back to serve once again. Doing a great job, very efficient. She has that hand up, doesn't bring it down, and goes right at that ball. Look at that. Here's a set chance, kill shot, and it goes down for the Hawks. Wasn't sure at first whether Luong was able to put it right back at him, and she gave a good temp, but it got in right over the net. Nice job by the Hawks as they get their 8th point. Down 3, serving, number 6, Doolittle. Luong, nice save by Doolittle on her knees, and that kill shot goes out. Point to the Red Knights. They equal their largest lead. That ball just outside the line. Good call by the officials. We don't have the best angle, but it certainly looked out by that camera angle. Kill shot, blocked at the net partially. Here's a chance now for 17. Josie King gets it deep, and the block by Luong, along with Brixius. 5-point lead leads to a timeout by Sue Murphy, the head coach of the Chaska Hawks. As we look at that replay by Josie King getting it deep, and then right there into the net. So I don't think we caught it, but just their presence affects that shot. So nice job by those two on the front line by the Red Knights. So the Red Knights off to a great start here. They come in on a 2-match winning streak, I should say. They were in a tournament in the Southwest Minnesota Challenge over this past weekend, and they had 4 matches of limited games. I see that the winners were always 2-0 or 0-2. And they struggled against Wayzata. They lost. Then they lost to Case in Mantorville 1-2. Lost to Hutchinson 2-0. But then they beat Totino Grace 2-0, and then they beat Orono just the other night 3-0 as we come out of the timeout. The similarity in their records are their wins. Benilde has 5 wins, Chaska has 4. Very close. Now back to serve following the timeout. Hewlettson, and it goes long, so the timeout worked, stopped the momentum of Benilde. So nice job by Coach Sue Murphy, getting the volleyball back and on serve and a point. So 4-point deficit here, back to serve. That's Peyton Osseth, the lefty. Gets it to the back row. Hewlettson to Mills to Brixius, kills that one nicely along that left corridor, left wide open. Look at that jump and extension, and just catches that backside there. Nice job, wide open court. Now back to serve is Sarah Luong, the senior captain, with a 5-point lead, trying to add to it, gets a nice serve deep. Trouble here for Chaska, they're gonna have to play defense. Here comes Luong, over to Brixius, and she brings the nice kill shot. Nice save though by Doolittle. Now near side spike attempt goes off the front row, and that's a point for the Hawks. Great volleyball action there, folks. Nice back and forth. Well played point. Unfortunately went against the Red Knights. 14-10 is our score. Back to serve now is Breyer Zeimer. Or Zeimer, I guess she probably pronounces it. Now that nice set there for number 12, Lexi Borgelt. Ball still alive, Luong, this time to Brixius. She tries to go to the far right corner, cross court. Now from way back, the kill shot is good. Number 7, Mallory Heyer, took a little bit off that and just enough. Showing great touch, actually, if you think about it. Look at her get all set up and from way back. I think she's practiced that shot once or twice. Sorry, we were missing that point. It's now 15-11 as Benilde wins that point. And now checking in, that is number 28, senior captain Emma Beerson, to man the front line attack. Back to serve is Josie King. Nice jump serve. A little trouble handling it. Nice move, nice save by Benilde. They give it right back, same strategy. Now the big kill shot. Lexi Borgelt, she saw that coming and popped up like a rabbit, just right out of the hole. Bang, there it is. That is incredible athleticism, folks. Jumping straight up there on the spur of the moment and delivering a great kill shot, gives them a 5-point lead again. And now King back to serve, and just out is the call. So good decision making. There's the serve. Let's see, look at that. Just missing, yeah, it looked like it was just long. Doolittle certainly thought so. Number 6, trying to aid the officials in the call, never hurts. Now serving, that is number 2, Hannah Polk, the senior, and there again is number 12, Lexi Borgelt. That's 2 in a row for her. Dominating at the front line there, number 12. Also a senior, now back to serve is number 5, no, that's number 9, Brixius, of course, and that serve way long. Another unforced error. But we're at 17-13, so we played a 25. 4-point lead, and now serving for the Hawks, Mallory Heyer. Gets it in, that's Helitz into Luong, and this time she gives it to Emma Pearson. Pearson gets it across, diving on the floor. Now the kill shot by number 10, Christ I should say. Then the kill shot attempt by 7, Lily Eigner into the net. Makes it 17-14, so the Hawks hanging around, just down 3. And serving is number 7, Mallory Heyer, out of bounds on that bump attempt. Hewlettson having difficulty handling that one. Good shot there by number 7, Heyer on the serve. So now they draw within 2. Game starting to tighten up here. Heyer with her 2nd consecutive serve. Now Luong, and she gives it to number 12 once again, Lexi Borgeld, and that's 3 kill shots in a row, guys, for number 12 in the ponytails as she checks out. And in checks Voss to serve. And to play the back row. Nice job, though, by Borgeld, keeping them up by 3. Almost an illegal hit by the back row there on Heyer. And they're unable to handle that, so the Hawks get the ball and the point. Draw within 2 once again. Substitutions on the Hawks side now. In to serve, especially, is Lexi Nicholas, the senior designated server. And she'll serve from the near side. Unconventional. Now the set for Luong, who tries to dig it, but they were ready for it. Now they're gonna, bad set there. Now they're gonna have to play defense, and that gives a chance for the Red Knights. Nice bump set, and just long by number 7. The kill shot by Eigner. The freshman goes long, and now it's 18-17, folks. 1-point lead by the Red Knights. They've got their hands full here now suddenly. Number 4, Nicholas to serve again from the near side. And did it touch her? It did. Voss ruled to have just caught that ball, otherwise it was long. And timeout taken by the Red Knights as the score is tied. A 1-minute timeout taken by Fong Long. He'll talk it over with this Red Knights. Great idea taking that timeout just to settle them down mentally. Get them prepared for the war here that's gonna happen. Now it's really now with 18 apiece, it's best to 7. So first one to 7 from this point forward will win game 1 as we look at Chaska's upcoming schedule. Boy, they're gonna have a tough match with St. Louis Park coming up on the 17th. They are a very, very good team. Then they go to Hopkins, which we just saw the other night when we brought you volleyball from St. Louis Park. And they are also a decent school at volleyball, although they have a limited bench. Then they go to Chanhassen. We haven't seen them yet. Then they host Bloomington Jefferson, and Jefferson is 10-4 on the year. So that is the big rivalry. I would say the top 3 schools would be Benilde, St. Louis Park, and Bloomington to vie for the Metro West Championship, and then they finish out the year there at Belle Plaine before sections. Okay, out of the timeout, tied at 18, and serving for the 3rd consecutive time in a row to get them the lead for the first time tonight is number 4, Nicholas, and the timeout works for Coach Luong. He chills her, and she comes off out of the timeout and hits that long and unforced error, gives Benilde the point and the ball. Now they're just 6 from the win. Back to serve, number 3, Demi Mills, the junior. Great serve deep, forces 7, Heyer to play it, and that does result in a point. 2-point lead for the Red Knights. Back to serve once again, Demi Mills, and she's been their best server in game 1 here. Last time around, she's rattled off several points in a row. Gets that one deep again. This time they handle it better, and no, they don't. Only for the, now my goodness, trouble here. Hewlettson saves it, gets it deep, but a chance for the Hawks for sure, and they get the kill shot, and it's blocked. Still alive though. Now from the back row, the kill shot goes long. Heyer tried for a little too much on that kill shot from way deep in their own zone. Sends it long, and now Mills going for her 3rd consecutive point, and she's starting to dominate. 4 points from the victory, 3-point lead. She gets that serve in deep, and that they have trouble handling it. Long has zero trouble handling that shot. That was made to order. Sense of relief expressed there by Luong. Look at the hammer on that shot, folks. Fun to watch. Okay, 22 to 18, and now a timeout. Hawks are not giving up. They're going to try to ice Mills, and I think that's what you would have to do if you were Coach Sue Murphy. They're still in this. It's a streaky game. You can rattle off some points, so they're definitely trying to cool off the server, Demi Mills, the junior, just having a great match, game one here in this match at the service line, responsible for the most points of any of the players on serve. So the Hawks, they're coming out early. So both teams using their timeouts effectively so far. We'll see if the Hawks' strategy works. If Mills is chilled. She's the first one out of the huddle, though. She's ready to go. She's got the ball. See if the Red Knights can close this out here. 3 to go. Game one. Gets it in. Nice job. Now a chance from back row. Doolittle, and they called a whistle. And I think we have a violation. I'm not sure what the signal is. Do over is the call from the PA announcer. Huh. Never seen that before. Maybe it was an inadvertent whistle. It's probably what it was. And once you blow it and then you realize you shouldn't have, you got to do it over. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that was legal. Almost not on the back row. Chance now for the Hawks. Mills, now they have to play defense, but nice job by Hewlettson. But a chance for the Hawks as they dink it, diving and saving it. Almost was Hewlettson. So that went sideways real quick on the Red Knights. And now they still maintain, though, their 3-point lead, 2 points from the victory. Chaska's gonna have to play almost perfect to try to pull this one out as Doolittle gets it in. Now Luong, the set was a little off, and that ball goes wide. Good defense at the front net there by the Hawks, and there is Doolittle. Anna Doolittle, number 6, the senior, to serve. Now to Luong, her kill shot saved nicely in the back row by Zemer. Now the block attempt, and Luong directs it, and it's saved by the Hawks. And now they'll play defense, and they go deep. Hewlettson with the bump. Now Mills to Josie King. She didn't get very much on it. Now a chance for the Hawks, blocked at the net, still alive by the Hawks. Great action here. Hewlettson. Boy, you can tell the game is on the line here, the way they're playing. Now the kill shot takes a little bit off that. That was by Chris. Now Luong, and she mishits on that one, unfortunately. Banned on it just a little bit. She's probably getting really tired, is my guess. She's out there all the time, running all around, and that just may have been an issue of tiredness. But boy, they were there to block it, weren't they? Number 9, Hannah Thompson, and number 2, Hannah Polk. Junior and senior definitely had an impact. And now timeout for the Red Knights. As Luong, and I'm watching her, she's not even in the huddle. She's talking to an assistant coach just to the right of the huddle there by the Red Knights. You can tell just by the way she's rocking, she's catching her breath. And I think that mishit was a result of her being very tired. All right, now we come out of the timeout, 1-point lead by the Red Knights. Trying to hang on for the victory in this conference matchup. And back to serve, Anna Doolittle. She's brought him back from the depths of despair, and that shot goes long. It was close. Wait a minute, they awarded the point to Chaska. So overruling the line judge was the referee. Or what are they doing here? Yeah, it's tied at 22. That has to be what I think happened. Okay, Doolittle has brought him back from now to a tie, and now the Josie King delivers just when they needed it. Nice set and kill shot. Brixius checks in now, and they are 2 points from victory, and they have the serve. And back to serve is their number 1 server, Haley Hewlettson, the senior, trying to close it out. 1-point lead. 2 to go. She gets it in along the line. Daring serve, and now a spike attempt. Blocked at the net, and good for... Nope, they called a violation on the Red Knights, so it's tied at 23. I can't remember if they got a win by 2 or not. Paul, do you know? I can't remember. Maybe it's 1. Anyway, now a chance to take the lead late is Voss, the lefty. And tough at the net. Long keeps it alive, but a chance for... Now a chance, oh, that ball's a little off, and they save it, barely. Luong, nice job. And here come the Hawks, the kill shot, blocked partially, saved by Mills as she goes to the floor. Now Brixius from the back, keeps it alive. Here come the Hawks, nice fake job, nice one-handed, saved by Hewitson, and the dig shot, saved by Luong. She keeps it alive, and it is alive, and she goes deep. There's Doolittle, now to the far side, the kill shot is out. Wow. My goodness, it was on the far side there, but what a rally that was between these 2 teams. Look at the kill shot, just goes. Oh my God, I thought it hit the line. We're far away. Boy, point, and now it's suddenly game point, and Sarah Luong is back to take it. You know she's gonna get that in. Here comes the Hawks, they'll have a chance, and the kill shot is good. So the Hawks answer, we're tied at 24 in game 1. Just when it looked like the Red Knights were gonna cruise to victory, Doolittle served 6 or 7 points in a row to tie it up. After a couple timeouts, we're tied at 24, and now serving number 8 is Ziemer. She gets it deep, long, and Brixius goes long, and it is long. And now it's game point for the Hawks. Got to win by 2. Ziemer, first game point. They fended off 1 already. King barely gets that. Now Brixius brings it in, she scores it. Wow, what a clutch kill shot by Alexis Brixius.
Substitutions.
Nail-biting time in volleyball. Things can happen so suddenly. Back to serve Josie King, number 17. Gotta win by 2. Gotta get these serves in, and she barely gets it in, and they dive and save it. And the Hawks, nice job saving that point. And Brixius splits the defense in the back row. Well placed, and that's her 2nd kill shot in a row as she's stepping up big time here late. Look at that shot. Look at the form. Perfectly placed, splitting the defense, and now it's game point number 2 for Josie King and the Red Knights in game 1. And she goes deep, they save it, and the kill, no, she dinks it. King saves it, it's out of bounds, and now it's tied again. And back and forth we go here in game 1. And now to serve. Substitutions, now checking in, number 13, Emily Tholen, the junior. I was speaking with her father earlier tonight. Very excited to have his daughter on the varsity as a junior. She sees her first action when the game's on the line. Shows a lot of faith and credit they have in Miss Tholen. Now to the near side, Hewitson, and Luong tries to fool him. Now on the near side, that is higher, saved by Tholen, nice job. Soft hands there on the bump, and that's what you need to handle those big shots. And she handles another one beautifully. It's got to go over, and Hewitson saves it. Nice defense, and the kill shot is blocked, saved by the Hawks. Voss, now the set. Doolittle, saved by Tholen. It's got to go over, and she goes over the chair and out. And now it is the 2nd game point by the Hawks. Benilde has had 2 game point attempts, and they've been turned away, and now the 2nd game point opportunity for number 2, Hannah Polk, the senior server. Tholen, Luong, and the kill shot goes long by number 12, Lexi Borgelt, and she was so hot earlier on, and Benilde lets this one slip away. So after game 1, Benilde's down 0-1, come back for game number 2.
We are there, day one, with baby names and a gift that lasts a lifetime. We are there as you grow, protecting you and those you love. We are there when you get your first job, helping you to save for the future. We are there when you marry your sweetheart to help secure your new life together. We are there if the unexpected happens to help you see life from a new perspective. We are there when you start your next chapter to make sure you get off to a great start. And we are there when you lose your soulmate to help make sure you will be all right. We are with you through life's journey. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. Get to know us and see what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
This video produced at U.S. taxpayer.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location at the Hobbin Recreational Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. We are bringing you Metro West Conference Volleyball featuring Chaska versus Benilde-St. Margaret's. And if you're just joining us, you can look at that score. It went to overtime. Both teams had game points, 2 by Benilde and 2 by Chaska, and then Chaska got their third chance and they did not put it to waste, and they took game 1, and they were down most of game 1 and came back at the end. So we're about to begin game number 2. Benilde in white will lead it off, and that's number 3, their big server, Demi Mills. She was responsible for, I would say, nearly 10 points in game 1 on serve alone. And she starts it off again, and the block attempt, and that is Zemer. Now number 7, Heyer. And now Josie King brings the hammer and splits the defense in the back row, and Benilde off to a good start, just like they were in game 1, which turned out to be a 40-minute marathon. Now Josie King seeing that replay, nice job. Coach Luong up encouraging his team, coaching. Mills to serve. And it goes out this time. Nice decision making by Mallory Heyer, the sophomore outside hitter. Felt that it was going long, and that was the call she got. So we're tied at 1, and now in to serve is the southpaw Peyton Osseth, the lefty, junior designated server, and she usually just comes in to serve, and she puts that deep, and there's why. Luong, a rare miscue by her handling that, but it was right at her shoulder length, and that's kind of no man's land. You kind of want it lower so you can bump it, and if it's up high, you can set it. It was kind of right in between and went off her fingertips, and now 2-1 Chaska lead here in game 2. Osseth serves it. Now Luong gets it to the back row and to the far side. Mallory Heyer bumps it, and a chance for the Red Knights, and that is number 7, that's freshman Eigner. Ball still alive. Long rallies now. Hewlettson gets it across. Now Heyer, nice diving. Bump there by Moss, or Voss, I should say, Molly Voss, and the point goes to Chaska. And they now have opened up a 3-1 lead here, so just quite the opposite start from game 1 when Benilde got off to the lead at 3-1. Hawks now, after that exciting win for them, pick up where they left off on a roll. Josie King delivers the kill shots, blocked at the net. Now Heyer, and she is getting really busy as she places that. And that is another point for the Hawks. There she is, and she took something off of it and just kind of looked out of the corner of her eye, and look at, she just catches that back corner. Can't beat that. That is great, great playing by Mallory Heyer. Now Osseth to serve again, and she's been perfect at the service line. Luong goes deep. Chance though for the Hawks, and back to Heyer they go, and she delivers again. And they're in the groove right now, the Hawks. You wonder if Luong isn't thinking about a timeout as early as it is. Do not want this to get out of control. Look at, boy, no stopping that. She got a running start at that. And also split the defense. Osseth now for her 4th point. And it goes deep. Unforced error leads to the 2nd point for the Red Knights, and their 2nd chance to serve, and now back to serve, number 5, Haley Hewlettson. Down 3, but early. And she gets it in. Doolittle to number 2, Polk. Blocked at the net nicely by the Red Knights. Now comes Hire again and blocked, and down it goes. Hire's 3 for 3 from that position there on the far side. And when you're a right-handed hitter, you have a lot of angles when you're coming from that place. You can go down the line or to the far line, anywhere. It's harder when you're on the other side because you got to go across your body as that serve by Zemer goes long. But boy, Hire is dangerous on that far left side on the front line. But now back to serve Sarah Luong, the senior captain. Down 3. And she delivers the jump serve, and that goes deep. Saved there by Osseth. Now Hire again from that position. This time the Red Knights answer. She's going to do it again, and she tries to place it this time instead of kill it. Now Brixius with a kill shot, partially blocked at the net. Now Polk over to Hire again, blocked. Boy, you can really now see the strategy emerge, and you don't have to be a rocket science to see that they want to get that ball to number 7 Hire every chance they get when she's on the front line. Okay, 7-3 as the Hawks win that, and the serve, number 2, Polk. And she delivers, took a little something off that, but the Red Knights handle it as Josie King sends it deep. Osseth saves it with the bump, and of course, Hire again. This time the Red Knights answer, and they answered a little too well. They were unable to control that ball, and it ended up accidentally going over the net, and that was a perfect setup. Right there, and they did everything they could to save it, Luong did, and that's the trouble when you go after those shots, is they're harder to control when you're off balance. All right, now the serve for Polk, 8-3, 5-point lead by the Hawks, their largest of the night. And we got a lane violation, or I would say a net, and now we got a timeout by Luong, and I knew that was coming as he's down 6. He's out coaching King, just talking about her placement on the court. And we'll look at Benilde-St. Margaret's upcoming schedule. And of course, right tonight, September 12th, it's Chaska, and then they go to Cretin-Derham Hall. So the Catholic school rivalry continues between Minneapolis and St. Paul. So they'll head over to St. Paul. And then they've got 2 home matches here, Chanhassen, Mount Westonka, and then they go to Cooper of Robbinsdale, and then to the east side of Bloomington, Kennedy. So the Red Knights 5-4, wanting to get this conference victory as just as much as the Chaska Hawks. And now we come out of the timeout. Luong, I'm not sure what words you would say in that timeout. You just got to settle your folks down and reinforce your belief in them and their belief in themselves and come out and keep playing. It's early still in game 2. Just settle them down mentally. And Brixius with a nice kill shot. Now Zemer, the bump, Andy Hewitt. She seems to be camped over there all night, and now they block it at the net. And Josie King looks over her shoulder at her coach, and I wonder if that little individual coaching session didn't help that play right there. You can see Luong's hands go up, and that, I think, was coaching right there in the moment, folks, because he was talking about her body position, and maybe she just needed a little instruction there, and it delivered right out of the timeout. Nice coaching there by Luong. Doolittle now on the far side, and she'll be the one getting those kill attempts, and she scores on that one. And now it's 10-4, 6-point lead for the Hawks, and back to serve. Of course, when she's not doing kill shots, she's serving. Clearly their most valuable player, at least tonight, for the Hawks as she gets that ball in. And Bierman takes a shot, Bierson, I should say, misfires on that kill shot. And that leads to the Hawks' 11th point. And they are in the groove, I would say, cruising right now here in game 2. Red Knights got to come up with an answer, and now they do, and there's their answer. Brixius from the right side scores the point. There she is. Look at that leap. Keeps her body from touching the net. That is very difficult to do. And now she will serve. Down 6 only. Early still stages, I would say, here in game 2. Red Knights don't want to go down 0-2, and now this kill shot attempt by Ella Christ. And she is just a freshman as well. And now the kill shot by Doolittle gets over the net, and the point is awarded to the Hawks. No, now it changes their mind. So originally, and now Zemer's going to come over and discuss it with the official. see if we can dissect what happened here. There's Polk, and then to the near side, Doolittle goes over the net and drops, and yeah, she touched it, I think, and her ball, and her foot was in. And now it's back to the Red Knights. I'm not sure I can explain that adequately, unfortunately, but I do know this. It's 11-6, and Brixius is serving again, and she serves well as the Hawks were playing defense, and that means a chance for Tholen and the Red Knights, and Tholen delivers a nice set. Nice save by Polk for the Hawks. And now the kill shot is a miss hit by Mallory Heyer, who was so effective on the front line, struggling there from the back row, and now the Red Knights are mounting their comeback, and Brixius will serve for her third consecutive point. And it might be her fourth, because she got the kill shot on that awarded her the serve. And now Heyer is over for her, that was Chris. And the shot goes down. Nice front line rebound shot there by the Hawks. I think that was Jordan Campbell, number 11, who's now in the match. Oh, they give the point to Benilde. Another violation then at the net. Sorry, can't always see those when they're happening. One of these days I will. Now the kill shot again by Christ, and that ball goes down after an attempt to save it. So now checking in to serve, that's number 3, Paris Conkey, junior designated server, her first time in the match tonight in game 2, up 4. And she gets it deep, nice job by her, and unable to handle it is Hewitson. And the lead extends back to 5, 13-8. So Paris Conkey, the junior, had to go fetch that ball, went way over her head, and now she's back out to serve. We'll see if that little trot had any impact on her effectiveness here. She jump serves it, and she gets it to the back row. This time Hewitson handles it just fine. And now the set attempt goes way out to the near side, out of bounds actually, and unable to handle it was number 7, Eichner. Now it is a 6-point lead, the largest of the game and of the night for the Hawks. And a third attempt at service for Paris Conkey, and she sends that deep, and the Red Knights are playing defense, and now Heyer to Polk, and coming up Doolittle delivers the kill shot, and now it's a 7-point lead in game 2 as the Hawks suddenly find themselves 10 points from the victory with a 7-point lead. Getting dicey here for the Red Knights. They've got to get a comeback going here sooner rather than later. Now the kill shot by Eigner, handled by the Hawks. And Doolittle places it perfectly in the corner. Tholen tried to get it, but that was just too good of a placement right there. She sees that wide opening and just pushes it there nicely. And now the 4th serve attempt here for Paris Conkey. Where has she been all night? And she gets a 5th point, a little bit lucky there hitting the net. You know, usually in tennis, if you watch pro tennis, if it hits a net cord and goes over for the player hitting it, you know, they usually say, hey, my apologies, or, you know, it's not like I was that great, I got lucky. So, and that's what that was there. And now a timeout again for Luong and the Red Knights, and I would say that that was necessary. As they talk it over, down 9 here in game 2, and we'll look at the Metro West 2019 regular season standings, and there's Jefferson at 10-4. My question is, how do they have so many more games, or matches, I should say, than everyone else? I know there's sometimes unbalanced scheduling, but that's 14 games. St. Louis Park has only played half of that. Benilde has played 9. Curious if there's any kind of regulations on how many games. The more games you play, arguably, the better you get. And I wonder if there's some sort of regulation on that, but that's a question to be answered another day as we come out of the timeout here, getting into the later stages of game 2. And in to serve for her 6th consecutive point. Paris Conkey didn't play at all in game 1, inserted here. And the timeout worked, it definitely chilled her. So good call by Luong. I just hope it wasn't too late. That's if you're a Red Knights fan. And now checking in, that is Molly Voss. Nickname Movo, I think I heard the PA announcer describe her or refer to her as. So Movo in to serve, down 8. Let's see if the Red Knights can mount their own comeback. And that is not a good way to start a comeback, unfortunately. as that ball sails wide left. So an unforced error by the Red Knights leads to a 9-point lead by the Hawks. And Doolittle gets it in deep. And Luong delivers the kill shot, but once again, the Hawks are answering every time. And now with the kill shot is Hannah Thompson coming in, the junior. And Luong gave it a good hit, but they slowed it up there. Polk did, and then she set it for Thompson. And 10-point lead, first double-digit lead by either team, and serving is Doolittle. And she serves effectively, and now they're cruising, folks. It's 20-9. Red Knights looking to find their rudder here in game 2. Doolittle now senses victory, just 5 away with an 11-point lead. Mills, Luong blocked at the net. Nice save by Hewitt, and the kill shot by Christ. And Luong tries to fool him, unable to do so, however. And now that push shot saved by Hewitson. And Eigner gets it. Doolittle saves it. Voss over to Crease. And she gets it over with the bump of the knuckle. Now Luong finds the soft spot finally. Let's see if this turns the tide for the Red Knights. Boy, it's been a while since they've scored a point. That was a long drought, folks. But this is the time for the comeback. It's not too late. Chaska still needs 5, so a lot of time here to do some damage, but it's got to start now, and they couldn't have anybody better serving than Demi Mills, who was just lights out in game 1 from the service line as she delivers one in, and now Crease delivers it. A nice save there by Voss. Hewitson gets it to the back row. That's higher now, Folk, and that was Thompson, and now Luong delivers. Took a little bit off of it. Now goes to the back row to Hewitt. Saved by Mills, and she couldn't handle it very well, but Hewitson saves the day. But now a chance for Volk and Priest, and Hewitson saves it. Beautiful save. Now Eigner goes deep. Seamer gets it for the Hawks. Now it's Volk. Back to Hewitt, he steps up. Nice save by Voss again, and now the give to Eigner. She delivers a far shot. Seamer once again saves it. Now Volk to Thompson. My goodness, what a rally here. And Josie King, nice dive there by Doolittle. This is a highlight reel right here in this point. Now Luong delivers it into the net. Point goes to the Hawks. Wow, a lot of effort there to not get the point for the Red Knights. Tough, tough, heartbreaking point there. And now checking in, another designated server, the southpaw lefty, Peyton Osseth. I know that was redundant, so Osseth to try to close it out. 4 points from the game number 2. And a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. King delivers, and she finds it, finally. Can the Red Knights start a rally here on that shot by Josie King as she catches Seamer leaning right? It's much like a goaltender in soccer on a penalty shot. You gotta guess one way or the other. Just occurred to me, that's very much like that dynamic. Okay, now Volk to the near far side. Hewitt's back there. That's trouble for the Red Knights, at least the last time she was there. Now King tries to place it. Doolittle, and the point goes to the Red Knights as they get to number 12, and they're now within 9. But they really cannot afford any errors. And now back to serve the senior Hewitson. And she lofts it in there. Coming up is Osseth. Now Mills to Hewitson to the near side. Brixius delivers. Zemer saves it, and a chance now for the Hawks. And guess where they're going? Hewitson, and they do deliver again. And that's 22 points now. 3 from the victory and game 2. And back to serve is Zemer. Breyer Zemer, Jr. Liberio gets it in. Now Mills. Josie King, saved by Polk. Now Hewitson to Mills to the near side. Brixius delivers in off the block attempt. Point for the Red Knights. At the front net was Volk, Polk number 2, and Osseth number 1. They were unable to block that successfully, and now back to serve is Sarah Luong, the senior, trying to stay in the match here at 22-13. And it goes long. Unforced error there by Luong. You know, these girls played a lot of volleyball last weekend, and you wonder if they're a little tired, a little burnt out. They shouldn't be, really. They're high schoolers, but you never know. They played 4 matches in 2 days. That's a lot of games. And there, that shot, kill shot by King, saved again. Hawks have really tightened up their defense in the back row. It just seems like the Red Knights, nothing can get through in these days. Now Polk over to higher, and nice diving, saved by Mills. Now to the near side, Brixius tries to slap it. Dive by Osseth. Now the shot to Doolittle, saved by King. Now Mills to Brixius, and she goes deep, and they call it in. Boy, I thought it might have been out, but no one seems to be disturbed by that call on the bench of the Hawks. And I am on the far side. Let's see here. Nice shot by Brixius. Nevertheless, yeah, she finds it. That was way in. Now they're down 9, but they are 2 points from defeat, though, so they've got to play perfect. King gets it in. Osseth to Polk to the near side. Hewitt goes long. So can the Red Knights mount their comeback much like the Hawks did in game 1? Josie King to serve again. They are hanging by a thread. King takes the center position in the backcourt there. She delivers the serve, and she gets it in. Osseth to Polk to Doolittle this time, and the block attempt at the net. Pearson and number 12, Borgeld in there, unable to block it successfully, and now we're at game point number 1 for game 2. As we look at that exchange there, Osseth takes a seat. In comes Ella Christ, C-H-R-I-S-T, Christ. And the serve goes long, unforced error, so a break for the Red Knights. But the unfortunate thing is when you miss the serve, the other side gets a point. So unlike tennis, which you gotta be serving, and Christ blocked. Christ's second attempt, and Dolan unable to handle it, and that is the 25th point, and the game 2 goes to the Hawks. They're up 2-0. Come back for game number 3.
Drownings are the #1 cause of accidental death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Designate an adult water watcher to watch kids in and around water. Save the phone calls and texts for when the kids are out of the water. Properly fence all pools with fences at least 4 feet high and with self-closing, self-latching gates. When above-ground pools aren't in use, remove the ladders. When pools aren't in use, cover them. Teach kids to stay away from drains. And if a child is missing, check the pool or spa first. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more, because you never know which pool safety step will save a life. Until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
Back to the Hobbin Recreational Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. ParkTV 16 Sports is on location here, bringing you Metro West Conference Volleyball. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us, and we are about to begin game 3, and our Red Knights here, the home team, find themselves down 2-0. On the verge of elimination unless they can pull out game number 3. And to start, the Hawks in dark uniforms on our right, and that is Anna Doolittle to start it off. And Josie King, her first kill shot attempt in game 3, goes long. So it seems to be that they are just a little off their game tonight. They did beat Orono on Tuesday 3-0, and Orono is usually a pretty good squad. Now they're playing again here Thursday, and they played a big tournament this past weekend way out in Marshall, Minnesota, which is a long car ride, 160 miles one way. And that shot by Eigner, the freshman. She took a little off that kill shot, and it went down, and Eigner will take a seat. Brixius comes in, there she is. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was a knuckleball, folks, as it had no spin on it, and that ball dropped. as a result, and unable to come up with it was Ziemer in the back row. So we're tied at 1, and Hewitson now to serve. Haley Hewitson, the senior. Trying to get the Red Knights off to a good start here in game 3. And there's Mills with the bump. Now to Hewitson, and that is off the mark. And they're gonna have to play defense now as they give it up to the Hawks. And now on the near side, Chris delivers the kill shot. Between Chris, number 10, and number 7, Mallory Heyer, as Chris takes a seat there. And there's the kill shot. Look at the power, folks. And she was able to take advantage. It looked like the block attempt there by Luong and number 7, Eigner. They were coming their momentum was coming towards the far side, and Chris went to the other way and was able to get that ball down. As we're now tending to the floor, it's quite humid in the gymnasium. We've had lots of rain the last couple days in the area, and the humidity has been up. And although the temperatures are down with the rain, the humidity is still up, and you can feel it in the gymnasium, and there's lots of sweat, and they're going to be mopping up this floor quite a bit, I think, during game 3. As Brixius gets one across barely, but nice diving attempt by Hewitt, and now she'll get the kill attempt. Nice job there in the back row by Voss, and now Brixius, and there's Hewitt again, and now Polk to number 9, Thompson, and Josie King saves it, no violation, and the block attempt by Luong keeps the ball alive. Now Mills to Luong in the middle, and it's blocked and out of bounds. So point goes to the Red Knights, but boy, their points, they are fighting long and hard on each one of their points. And now Luong will serve at 2. And her jump serve is into the back row. Anna Doolittle now to Volk, and that set is off the mark. Hewitt had to pull up. Now a chance for Brixius and the Red Knights. Ziemer, they've got that down on the back row, and that ball goes down for the Red Knights, and they open up their first lead here in game 2. 3-2, as Brixius gets it, and right at the net, she gets it again. And now Luong will serve. And they're gonna have to play defense, and Thompson gets the back row, and Hewitson to Josie King. That set was also a little bit off the mark. And Hewitson, nice diving save, and this nice job by Brixius. She put some spin on that ball to get it across, but it was a setup for the Hawks, and they just put it right back on the floor in the Benilde zone to tie it at 3. There you can see that kill shot by number 9, Hannah Thompson, the junior. And now back to serve is number 8, Briar Ziemer. She gets it down, Hewitson, Josie King, and Hewitson goes long. Doolittle saves it. And the kill shot from the near side. Mallory Heyer once again gets them the lead, and there's Doolittle, senior outside hitter. And now Briar will serve at 4-3. And Hewitson to Luong, and she's gonna give it up to King, and her kill shot. So they're just misfiring here. Lots of unforced errors by the Red Knights. I think they're tired. It's a very warm gymnasium, and they've played a lot of volleyball in the last 7 days or less. Actually, it's Thursday. Since last Saturday, 5 days, they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their 6th match. They are down 1 here, and Josie King will serve. Ziemer, the set, and the kill shot by Heyer, I should say, goes long. So tied at 5, and Josie King back to serve once again. And she gets that. Nice job there by Osseth. Now to the near side to Heyer. Point results, and the Hawks now back to serve as Vulcan. Now checking in, Emily Tholen. So they've been starting to rotate her in on a regular basis in games 2 and 3. She came in actually very late in game 1 to start it off, and she's played very well in the back row. She has soft hands on those hard, tough, fast kill shots, which is what you gotta have to get it to the setter, to give yourself a chance to score. Now the serve, and there's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect bump, and the long shot, and that's what I'm talking about. More of that from the Red Knights. Their sets have been off and their bumps have been off, and that's a nice job there by Tholen. It all started with her in that back row as they tied at 6, and now Brixius will try to break the tie here. Brixius gets it. I was gonna say deep, and she got it too deep. Unforced errors, and they're just keep coming for the Red Knights, and that is hard to overcome. Definitely got to try to find a way to eliminate those mental mistakes. And there is Hewitt. Now, Luong, 2. Number 12, Borgelt delivers, and now she is finding her range. Number 12, Lexi Borgelt, the senior. Now she'll check out after drilling that point, and coming in for her, Molly Voss to serve, the sophomore, designated server. Tied here at 7. She gets that jump serve in. Ziemer to the near side to Christ, and Voss a little late there in the middle. Got to try to anticipate where those balls are going to go, which isn't always easy. In fact, it's never easy. And now into serve, number 3, Paris Conkey. And if you were watching earlier, she came in late in game 2 and just served 6 or 7 points in a row. And she picks up right where she left off as the Hawks open up their largest lead in game 3, 9-7. And Paris Conkey, the junior designated server, delivers another one deep. Hewitson to Mills to Eigner. And that was higher. Voss, Mills, Luong blocked at the net. And a violation at the net by the Hawks as they look up at the referee, trying to understand the call. So point to the Red Knights, and back to serve has been their most dynamic server tonight. Demi Mills, as we look at Josie King check in, bringing her enthusiasm, trying to keep the hopes up here. Benilde, they got a long way to go to get back into this match, but they just got to take it 1 point at a time. And now back to serve is Mills, and boy, they could use hot server right now in game 3, because it's been a struggle all night long, and that ball goes long, and another unforced error. I haven't been keeping track, but I have not seen them play this way, and that's why I got to think that they are a little fatigued from all the playing. Now the back row, oh, and Doolittle answers right back. So I don't know if it's getting warmer in the gym and that's causing the ball to sail. I'm not a physicist or whatever you would call that. Couldn't really tell you, but maybe. Hewitson now to the back row. Nice job by Doolittle. Now to the near side. Christ delivers the kill shot, and again takes advantage of that soft middle. Voss is getting there a little late again. She should just maybe, yep, and there's Luong. It's not in our camera range, but I'm looking over there, and he is coaching her now to step up, not stay in the back so much. So, yep, that's definitely what I thought was needed as well. So let's see if that will help, because they're going to keep going back there until she fixes that, and I think they fixed it. All right, now Hawks, higher, goes deep. Voss, and Voss was more well-positioned. And that from Brixius goes long. 3-point lead now for the Hawks, as they're now at the halfway point, or just about. On their way to 25 here, and a 3-game sweep. Hawks come into the game 4-7. Red Knights 5-4. Goes deep. Now Mills, and Luong gets it deep and down there, but they handle it now. A fake, nice job. I was faked out. I thought number 2, Volk, was going to set it towards the camera, and it went behind her. And number 4, Lexi Nicholas, the senior, delivered the kill shot, and a 4-point lead for the Red Knights. Back to serve now is Oseth, the lefty. She's been quite efficient at the service line. Now Brixius, and she finds the soft zone, and Ziemer diving, couldn't catch it. And the Red Knights are hanging tough here midway through game 3. They're on the verge of elimination unless they can pull this out, and back to serve Sarah Luong. And we have the towel out of our camera range. They were wiping up the court. Ziemer was in the back row on the Hawks side, and now we get the go-ahead from the officials and Luong. Nice serve to the back row. Polk, and the kill shot is good. That ball was called in. The linesman, although she's way on the far side, called it out, but the chair umpire, as it were, although we just missed that. That was a close play, and now we're doing some more mopping. I thought this was going to start happening. It's very humid, and this gym has been occupied with volleyball players all afternoon. And look at the kill shot there, and ooh, yeah, it looked like, from our angle, that looked like it hit the line. So good call by the officials. Gives the Hawks. Ziemer serving, 4-point lead. Hewitson in the middle to Luong to the far side. Brixius saved by Ziemer. She's been really good in that back row. Now Mills, Hewitson, and a little confusion. Luong saves it. Now a chance. Oh, and the set was off for higher. A little miscommunication at the front line by the Hawks. You could see him talking about it as the play was going on. Now they got it down, and that's blocked at the net. Josie King. Lexi Borgelt puts it right back in their zone, right inside, and Ziemer claps, knew it was in, right in front of her. Nice job by the Red Knights, looking for a spark here. And Josie King now back to serve, down 3 here in game 3. And that shot, there is King. Luong, and just off the mark, intended for Brixius. And Luong is checking out her footwear. They're trying to dry off the court with their tennis shoes. She may have slipped on that, and if you don't have good footing, that's going to throw sets off and everything. You can see the sweat on number 2 there, Hannah Polk, about to serve. Very warm in the gym. Set attempt for Doolittle, blocked attempt, unsuccessful by Brixius. And Borgelt gives the Hawks now their largest lead of game 3, and they now are just 9 points from game 3 and a 3-0 sweep. And that ball is in by Volk, and trouble on the bump in the back row, unable to control it. Sent it right into the net, and now timeout by Coach Luong as he sees his team is now down 6. And he's going to try to coax them into some sort of comeback here, but it's now or never, I'm sensing, if you're a Red Knight fan. Down 6 in game 3 as you look at where you can find all the information you want about St. Louis Park Cable on YouTube. We post all the matches on YouTube of all the sports we cover. And now we are streaming live on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and search for St. Louis Park Sports or Volleyball or ParkTV 16, and you will find all the games. And now we come out of the timeout. That is back to serve once again, going for her 3rd consecutive point on service. Hannah Polk, the senior, she's played very well as their primary setter and also from the service line, and that goes out. So the timeout chilled the server, and that has worked more often than not. In fact, I think it's worked every time either coach on either side has called a timeout, that when the other side was serving, which usually is the case, when they came out of the timeout, that server had an unforced error. Now in for the first time, Claire Lorimore, the senior. So Luong looking to his bench to get a spark, and it works. Nice job there by number 11, Claire Lorimore, the senior. So maybe this is the spark they needed. Nice job by Lorimore coming off the bench. First time tonight midway game 3. Tough situation, but she's handling it well. She gets her second serve in. Luong saves that. Now Tholen gets it over to Eigner. Eigner delivers the kill shot, but it's saved. And now they will have to play defense. Nice job again. Back row there. And Eigner didn't get enough on her kill shot. Lily Eigner maybe facing that front line right there. Not sure how you would coach that. But an unfortunate point goes away from the Red Knights, and now into serve is Heyer, and she gets it in, and the kill shot attempt by Borgelt is saved by the Hawks. And now again, Polk to Hewitson to Luong, and Luong gives it to Borgelt again, and that kill shot is successful as Hannah Polk for the Hawks is unable to handle it in the back row. And the Red Knights now draw within 4. And now coming in, the designated server, number 1, Molly Voss, the sophomore. So let's see that timeout and substitution, bringing in Claire Lorimore. Maybe is the breath of fresh air this team needs here. Now the Hawks, that's Polk to Chris, and she delivers as Hewitson dives for it and unable to come up with it. Gives the Hawks their 19th point and another 5-point lead. And now coming in is Paris Conkey, who has really served well tonight, and that is not who the Red Knights want to see right now. They've got to come up with an answer for her as she delivers another serve in. No unforced errors by her. Now Luong at the net, delivers the kill shot. Saved by Heyer, I should say. Now Tholen, nice bump. Boy, she's really good at those. Now Chris. To the far side, Doolittle, blocked at the net by Long, and that point goes down for the Red Knights. So they're not going away, not at home, fighting to the end here, looking for something as Josie King checks in for Tholen. She played very well there off the bench, and she gives way to Josie King. So good front line, very tall with Luong and the freshman Eigner and Josie King. Now Mills to serve, their best server tonight. And the block at the net, Luong, her second one in a row. So maybe they can catch their second wind here as they draw within 3. Mills. Jim goes quiet. Now Doolittle to Chris, and that's a little off the mark. Hewitson saves that one nicely. Now Mills to Eigner. Ball saved, chance for the Hawks. And Thompson, Mills saves it, Luong saves it, and then Josie King gets it in. Now the set to Chris, and she finds that opening. And she beats Voss in the corner. Right there. Gives the Hawks a 4-point lead, and Anna Doolittle to serve. And she delivers it deep to Hewitson. Mills to set to Luong, and she delivers. And boy, is she finding her range now, and she's waking up. 3 stellar plays in a row by Luong on the front line. Keeps the Red Knights alive here, just down 3. But the Hawks are 5 points from the match. Benilde's gonna need to raise their level of play even further if they want to have a chance here. Now to the near side, and that ball sails long on Chris, number 10 for the Hawks, and now the Red Knights are within 2. Brixius checks in on the front line, so now it's Brixius, Luong, and King, 2 seniors and a junior. Lots of experience and lots of skill and talent at that front line. Mills, the set to Brixius, it blocked at the net, right back Hewitson, unable to react fast enough. Boy, that was a heck of a block at that net. Big time defense by Thompson, and is that Polk? It is. Those 2 give the Hawks a 3-point lead, and now they're just 4 from the match. Osseth goes deep to Hewitson, to Mills, now to the far side. Brixius saved by Doolittle. Now Polk to Heyer, and it goes off Voss in the back row, unfortunately, and that is a point for the Hawks. Timeout now taken by Benilde, and that is an absolute must. Well-timed timeout. 3 points from victory are the Hawks. This is a 1-minute timeout, and it's do or die now for the Red Knights as you look at where you can find what the city of St. Louis Park has to offer in terms of government services and information on Facebook. St. Louis Park is a great suburb. Large, 3 high schools actually. Groves Academy, Benilde-St. Margaret, St. Louis Park. We go to all 3 locations for all sports, just about. And we're here tonight in this Metro West Conference matchup here as number 1, Peyton Osseth, the junior designated server, is about to serve, and King, and it goes down for the Hawks. Osseth now just 2 points from the 3-0 sweep and the match. Chaska 4-7, looking to go 5-7. Benilde 5-4, trying to stave off that 500 mark. Osseth gets it in. Hewitson to Mills, to Luong, who's been hot lately, and that's her 4th one in a row, and she has woken up. And just in the nick of time as she now leaves the front line, and now will serve. Checking in on the front line now was number 12, Lexi Borgelt, who has also been hot and streaky tonight at the front. So now Luong trying to save game 3, and that is Polk right there. Now Higher, saved by Mills to Luong, brings it over to Brixius, good set, and that ball is killed and goes out off the Hawks. 23-20 now. We are coming down to the wire. Luong back to serve. Still an uphill battle. They really cannot afford any mistakes now. Ball needs to be in, and that ball is in. Saved by the Hawks. Luong steps up. Now to Hewitson. Brixius, kill shot. Doolittle. Now to the near side. Higher, and that ball sails long. Benilde now within 2. And we are right down, and we got a call here. There's some sort of conversation about a call. Seamer on the near side, number 8, was talking to the umpire. Now the line judge, if that's what they call her, the back judge, the linesperson, and the point goes to the Hawks. Whoa. Let's see what we're talking about here. They said it went off Benilde. Let's see here. Here's the kill shot by Higher. Did it touch one of those fingertips? That's what they're calling. Boy, tough reversal there at a worse moment. Now it's match point. Luong saves off. Now Doolittle. Polk to Higher, and she dinks it, and Luong was waiting for it. That's experience. Now Zemer. Back to Higher, and she delivers it out. Wow. Match point number 1, fended off by the Red Knights. Now Josie King back to serve. Checking in now is Mills at the front line, along with Brixius and Borgelt, along with Luong and Hewitson. Josie King, the junior, to stay in the match. Match point number 2. Polk, the dink shot goes down. Diving forward was Luong and Hewitson, but they were unable to come up with it, and that is the end of game 3 and our match. Chaska wins it 3-0. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.